Hey everybody, I'm Jack. This is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all having a lovely weekend out there. I'm having a nice, relaxing, lazy Saturday so far. Been purposely lazy this morning and early part of the afternoon because I've got a long webinar online this afternoon. So just like resting the old gray matter there. And just wanted to check in with you for the weekend, do one of the little weekend videos. So today I want to talk about slowing down and the real value, the true value of peace and joy in your life. Guys, I do these videos from time to time, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate if you go down and hit that subscribe button and come back and check out a little bit more of my content. For me, this is just kind of default setting, has been for a number of years. I don't understand this construct that everybody seems to be living in these days where everything's busy and it's just assumed everything's going to be busy. I watch things on the internet where people are apologizing like, oh, I don't want to take up much of your time because I know everybody's out there is busy. Why is everybody so busy though? I mean, people, like I say, just kind of take that, well, that's just the human condition. That's how it's supposed to be, but why? Why do we scurry around like little rats all the time, you know, just to make it through the week? It's kind of like I find the people that are just always uber busy and just moving, running all the time. They're just kind of surviving life. It's almost like, well, we made it. But, and also too, you have to explain everything these days to be perfectly politically correct. I'm not talking about the people that have to hustle like that all the time to survive. You know, that's a totally different thing right there. If you're working your ass off 24/7 to keep that roof over your head, put food on the table, or take care of your family, that's a different story. But just doing it just to do it, you know, doesn't make a lot of sense, and I don't think it's probably the healthiest way to live. And of course, I found a nice little reading I wanted to share with you today. When I had this idea in mind, and I just kind of started reading a little bit until I found something that I liked. And this is on the Tiny Buddha website, tinybuddha.com. The article itself is called The Art of Slow Living, How to Reclaim Your Peace and Joy by Rebecca Flaz. I'll try to remember my best to put this in the description below. Starts out with a little quote here. In today's rush, we all think too much, seek too much, want too much, and forget about the joy of just being. Eckhart Tolle. That's a good one. We're going to start with a visualization exercise. Set a timer for 1 minute. Close your eyes and reflect on your happiest childhood memories. I was born into a family of wanderers, individuals who held a deeply rooted love of travel and an even deeper sense of adventure. My happiest childhood memories are the times when we packed up our suitcases and hit the road or the sky or the sea. In the quiet stillness of my mind, I floated away to a Hawaiian beach. Suddenly, I'm once again a young adolescent lying in the sand with the ones I love as we watch the leaves of a large palm tree sway overhead, moving in front of the sun and casting long, warm shadows on the seemingly endless stretches of beach on either side of us. The crash of the waves reverberates through our ears, and a sense of peaceful stillness permeates our entire beings. Here, we have no responsibilities, and our attention is simply focused on being present with one another. Maybe for you, the happiest childhood memories that come to mind revolve around a favorite holiday when friends or loved ones laugh together without distractions, or spending time with brothers and sisters talking about everything and nothing, growing closer to one another. No matter the memories that come to mind, they undoubtedly had one thing in common. In those moments, we, and those around us, were free. That's the secret to intentional or slow living, when we practice patience with ourselves and others and allow the busyness of our lives to fall away. We can feel the emotion that exists in every moment and truly connect to the people and things around us. Childhood is, by its very definition, an opportunity to practice slow living. When we are children, we do not have the stress of our jobs, our social status, or providing for others weighing on our shoulders. Not only are our days free from responsibility, they are also free from anxiety and worry. As we age, we have a tendency to forget the purpose of intentional living, and instead allow our days to be managed and monitored by the incessant beeping or text and email alerts and the alluring of amassing social media likes. We allow our souls to be turned away from spiritual clarity and light, believing instead that the more stuff we allow to fill our days, the happier we will be. But the truth, friends, is that the happiness we so desperately seek on our busiest days is not found in the countless distractions of the world around us, but in the innocence of our hearts, the stillness and presence that has dwelled within us since we were children. Of course, I'm not recommending you quit your job tomorrow, forgo all of your responsibilities, and craft some sort of bubble-like lifestyle for your days. I'm suggesting that you evaluate where your priorities lie. And if you find your life has become too fast-paced to truly connect with yourself and others, that you take small action steps towards decluttering your spiritual core. The part of you that knows the answers to life's greatest mysteries do not lie in the rush, but rather in the moments of connection. Living intentionally is an art, and is not something that we can master overnight. But by committing to a practice of cultivation, we can encourage relaxation of our nervous systems, begin to avoid the people and things that take our time and energy without giving us anything in return, and create a life we love, a life that is full of peace and genuine joy. Here's how to get started. Evaluate your life. What do you truly want out of your life? If there were no barriers like money or power, what would you want to do and with whom would you want to do it? Consider the answers to these questions to be your sense of inner wisdom and trust the messages you receive. Identify the people and activities that you desire to willingly surround yourself with, as well as those to whom you feel obligated. And notice how you feel when you think about these people and tasks, responding to your thoughts without judgment. Then, work on increasing the amount of time you spend doing what you love with those you love. Little by little, you will find that you are able to take control of your life and live in a way that fulfills you, allowing you to practice intentional presence in all areas. Understand that busyness does not equal importance. Answering all the emails in our inboxes while we sit at the dinner table is not going to mean anything to the people who mean the most to us. While many responsibilities are unavoidable, there is something to be said for committing to presence of mind, no matter how much we may struggle with feeling like we're missing out on something that only our devices can tell us about. Generations ago, when professionals did not have electronic tools like cell phones or tablets, they somehow managed to complete all of their tasks and were considered by others as having contributed to society. Somewhere along the way, that understanding became skewed, and now we have lofty expectations for how quickly we can respond to a summons and the number of commitments we can successfully juggle at one time. Understand that being busy does not make us successful or important. In fact, often, being too busy serves no purpose other than to detract from our connection with the people that are nearest to us. Choose a place in your home where you will stow your cell phone and other electronics upon entering the house. When our phones are out of our reach, they will almost automatically leave our minds, and we can focus on being present with the people who are physically with us. This is an interesting one to me because, most of this stuff here, it's like I'm on my phone or devices all the time, but and I've noticed this when I do meet up with other people. That's because I spend all my time by myself. I'm here in an area where, I don't know people. I don't have friends around here. So I'm by myself. But one thing that I notice, I don't feel that pull. I mean, maybe, I guess there could be an exception if I happen to be expecting an important phone call, which comes once every 3 or 4 years, or something out of the ordinary. But when I'm with other people, I rarely look at my phone. So, yeah, I don't think that would be a problem with me, even if I was a little bit more immersed in society. If you find that spending all your time at home without your phone is too difficult or not reasonable for your lifestyle, at least establish small blocks of time, 5 to 10 minutes maximum, that you are allowed to check your phone before restowing and returning your attention to the present. Over time, you will find that your need to have these phone breaks becomes less and less frequent. Find silence. Our world is noisy. There's no other way to describe it. Yet, we've become so accustomed to the din of our environment that we have seemingly become immune to noticing how this constant chaos negatively impacts us physically and spiritually. When was the last time you spent a moment in silence? It's probably been quite some time, if you can even remember a moment free from noise at all. Our culture perpetuates trepidation around quiet, wanting to fill every pause with some sort of sound effect or reverie. So it's important for us as we pursue a slower lifestyle to create a space in our lives that is free from distractions. Find a way to calm down and quiet your life, whether it comes through a daily practice of meditation, a walk through the silence of nature, or a peaceful moment spent in bed before you close your eyes to rest. Pursuing peace will lead to a regular commitment to quiet and allow you to grow in your understanding of what it means to be fully present. I'm not the little girl on the Hawaiian beach anymore. I have real responsibilities and accountabilities just like you do. But by committing to a practice of slow living, of practicing intention and presence in my days, I am helping her to continue to grow and thrive. No matter your age or where you are on your journey, you can reclaim a piece of your innocent joy as well. The childhood version of yourself is still inside you, waiting for you to commit to their well-being. And I can strongly advise two of those things that she suggested there. A daily meditation practice is a very nice unplugging every day. And I mention this a lot, and I like to always stress, it doesn't have, people get intimidated by meditation. Oh, I don't know about sitting still. Doesn't matter how long you do it. There's a lot of value in just say, okay, I'm going to show up and every day for 1 minute, even 1 minute, I'm going to do this. But also too, and I think more people can wrap their head around this one, is just having that kind of Zen thing, like my thing. I go to the park every afternoon. I get outside. I like my time to just, walk around a little bit. So, find a little time in nature. Go for that walk every day. But that this whole just the rat race, running all the time, it's no way to live a life. I mean, think about it. Do you want to live your life, or do you just want to kind of get through? Okay, well, we made it to Friday. We made it to the finish line, enjoy. We only get one of them, so hope you enjoyed this one today. If you like it, I'd appreciate it if you'd please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again real soon. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Love you. Peace.